then makes the final disposition as to where your soul goes and where your next life begins.
And then you see the wings above that as a person is ascending to heaven to become one of the revered ancestors. So this is extremely important.
And while in that celestial realm, they would evaluate their life. They would look at their successes and their failures, and then prepare to be born again, to come back as an ancestor in a new body and work toward the fulfillment of their soul's evolution.
And so you have all of the elements of all of the Western religions, Islam, Judaism, and Christianity, embodied in this one document.
So in Kemet, we have the oldest expression of a creator, of a resurrected creator, of a soul, of the process for the salvation of the soul.
And it's a beautiful story, you know, when you look at it, because it's a universal story. It's the story of the universe. It's the story of cosmology. It's the story of creation. It's the story of recreation, or what we call resurrection.
To prove that one has lived a righteous life, of principles of Ma'at, principles to live up to. All of this was a part of the African cosmos, the African consciousness, expressed in their understanding of the relationship between heaven and earth and the human beings who move between these two dimensions of reality.
How do I build good character? How do I become a divine being within my body while I'm still alive? How do I transcend and take on the knowledge that my ancestors left behind? How do I tap into all of these premonitions that I've had? How do I use them? How do I make sense to them? How do I better the condition that I'm in and the atmosphere that I'm in? And so therefore, each person had an obligation to make life better than the one they previously had.
The European concept of God is God as a man that resides somewhere in the sky. You can't know him. They said, you can't see him. You just have to believe. And the European concept is based solely on believing.
When Africans traveled into the northern climate and got caught in the Ice Age, above the 51st parallel north, they were experiencing this great freeze. Their environment was harsh. The environment was jealous and it was envious. It was destructive. And out of that concept there came their creator.
What we see in the Old Testament are these stories of a vengeful God. A God, a creative being that would deny you knowledge. This is a profound distortion of an African spiritual reality.
And their creator became angry and jealous. It was very sparse.